Hey everyone, this is one of the biggest money lessons I learned in life. You absolutely need to understand this if you want to get anywhere financially. Whether it's saving for retirement, getting out of debt, saving for a house, whatever it may be. When you think about spending money on something, anything, whether it's a thing like buying a shirt or an experience like a movie night with friends, or even things like reoccurring fixed expenses like monthly payments on a car or tuition payments. How do you approach these sorts of things from an affordability standpoint? What process do you go through in your head, or what kind of mental accounting do you do before buying that shirt or deciding to spend that money on a Friday night out with friends? Now, the way that people usually think when it comes to spending money is from an accounting standpoint, not an opportunity cost standpoint. Now, don't get bored yet. Bear with me, because we're just getting started. So in accounting, costs are the monetary value of spending money. Again, things like hard costs, things like products, labor, equipment, stuff like that. These sorts of things are recorded as an expense or classified as an asset on the books. But with opportunity cost, it's the opportunity you've decided to give up by spending the money right now. In other words, opportunity cost isn't what you have, but what you gave up to get what you have, like what you just spent the money on. Let's do some examples, okay? Let's say you make $10 an hour. You go to the movies with some friends, so you miss 4 hours of work. So 4 hours of work was missed. So the cost isn't the $10 movie ticket. That's what everybody will think. The cost is $10 for the ticket and the $10 an hour you gave up in order to go to the movies. So that's a total of $50. It's $10 an hour, 4 hours, plus the ticket, so a total of $50. I mean, not even including gas or anything like that. Does that make sense? I mean, you might have even been able to do another shift, maybe even gotten paid overtime for it. Or seriously, in like today's gig economy, pretty much anyone can do Uber or Lyft to make some side hustle income. Where am I going with this? Lesson number 1, and write this down or put a note for yourself on your phone or whatever. Just consider the opportunity cost of the value of your time, because they're real costs. Now, let's take this a step further. Lesson number 2, similar concept. $1 saved is worth a heck of a lot more than $1 spent. There's 2 reasons why. But again, it's the same concept. First, it's because you have to typically make more than $1 to end up with $1. Why? Because of Uncle Sam. Here in the US, you need to make like $1.20 or $1.30 in order to end up with that $1 in your pocket. And to be honest, it's a lot more in other countries. The US has pretty favorable tax laws. Many countries, they take like half or more of your money. So that's that. Second, $1 saved is worth a lot more than $1 spent because of the opportunity cost of spending that $1 today versus saving and investing it for it to become more than $1 further down the road. So let's put these 2 facts that make up lesson number 2 together. You have to make more than $1 to have $1. And on top of that, if you spend $1, you're really spending what would have been a lot more than $1 further down the road. And to give you some perspective, let's assume 7% annual returns for the total US stock market, over a lifetime of working, let's say a 45-year career, every dollar you spend is roughly $20 of future money. That's crazy. So in this example, $10 spent today would be 200 future dollars. $100 spent today will be 2,000 future dollars. Now, the takeaway from this isn't to guilt you or to tell you can never spend, like be a monk. It's for you to realize the value of a dollar from an opportunity cost standpoint, and not just an accounting standpoint, and the value of your time from an opportunity cost standpoint. So if you do spend, make sure you're spending consciously and be intentional with your savings. There's really no such thing as too little when it comes to saving for the future. Most people can save $1 today. You can, let's be honest. You might be watching this video on a $500 smartphone, which in our example I used earlier is equivalent to what, $10,000 in future opportunity cost, right? I mean, you may be saying, well, I got it for free because I signed a contract, blah, blah, blah. But I'll tell you right now, there's no for-profit organization, company like Apple or Samsung or whatever, that just give money away. They'll get more than the $500 back for the smartphone over the duration of the contract. So does that make sense? I hope I've shown you a different angle of what money is and what it can do or what it can become for you. Don't forget to subscribe, and feel free to leave some comments below, and see you next time.